What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here, back from All Things Sports, bringing you a brand new video. This is a unboxing review and on-feet look at the Adidas Copa 20.1, part of the Adidas Uniforia Pack. Before we get started, please check out that first link down below in the description. Thanks to Evangelist Sports for sponsoring the video. If you're interested in these boots or anything else for yourselves, use my coupon code MikeATS for 10% off your order. Thanks to Evangelist Sports. Let's get into this review. Adidas Copa 20.1. I've actually never done a review of this particular boot. I've reviewed the Copa 20 Plus, but I've never done the 20.1. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to unbox it, flip open the box, paperwork, get that out of the way. Boot 1 and boot 2. So we'll put these off to the side for a second. Now, like I said, I've never actually done a review of the 20.1. I've done a review of the 20 Plus, and the only thing I can remember is how narrow that midfoot was, and unfortunately the Predator has kind of fallen suit. It's almost the same feeling now. The midfoot was just so narrow to accompany for that laceless technology that it was almost unbearable for me to get my foot into it. This colorway, I like it. It's a little bit different, white base with a lot more gray and these hits of green in there. It's not too bad. I definitely think that the X and the Uniforia Pack's my favorite. I've been very open about that. This one's okay, nothing crazy, it's fine, it's not my favorite. The X is the best looking one in my opinion, but it's okay, this one's not too bad. So the Copa 20.1, it is made out of this fusion skin upper material. It kind of reminds me of a hybrid touch, if I'm perfectly honest. It's kind of like this synthetic leather material, the hybrid synthetic leather material that they used to make on the old Predators, but it does feel very padded. It does have like this squishy texture to it. That's the best way I can describe it, really. So it's a very padded upper. If you're looking for an upper with padding and not necessarily bulk, but just you know that there's a layer on your foot, this Copa is a good option for you. There's nothing on it in terms of grip like the Predator, but it does give you that little bit more padding than a Predator does, for example. You do get this transition as it gets to this knitted material in the back. I don't know if that's 100% necessary, but it does create a nice seamless design, really, across the upper of the foot. There is a small seam, if you look carefully, that transitions from the fusion skin upper to this sort of knitted material in the back. But if you aren't looking for it, you're never going to notice it. Laces up, obviously, in here. You do have that knitted opening here with a nice amount of padding in the heel. And it's almost a reverse opening of something like the old Total 90s that we used to get way back in the day, where there was just a cut here on the outside and the boot wrapped around. This one is a little bit different, whereas that seam's on the inside instead of the outside. My first reaction would be that this opening part here should be on the outside instead of the inside, but we'll see when I get them on. I do like the sole plate, conical studs, one piece, based on the speed frame design, but it's slightly altered. You have an internal heel counter this time instead of the external one. Conical studs, which are good. Stiffener bars, it's nice traditional sole plate. I love this sole plate. We're gonna slip them on. We're gonna talk about fit and feel and see how these things fit. Okay guys, so slipping the boot on feet for the very first time. Again, I've never reviewed the 20.1. I've only reviewed the Copa 20 Plus. First impressions, it feels good. It's a lot more comfortable from right out of the box compared to the 20 Plus, I should say. The midfoot is not nearly as tight on this one, which is good. It's kind of what I expected, given that this one has laces. It still has a nice modern kind of wrapping your foot feeling, where it does feel responsive and tight, but not to the point where it's uncomfortable. It's really quite a good fit from right out of the box, in my opinion. I do wish that the laces had that cut, that seam on the outside. I'm not really sure why they put it on the inside of the boot. I personally feel like it's right in the way of where I'd strike a ball. If I'm trying to get that kind of knuckle effect or hit it hard or anything like that, it's really close to that area of my foot where I feel like I would hit the ball and make contact with it. So I don't particularly like that seam's on the inside. I just feel like it's a little bit too significant on that inside of the foot, and I wish it was on the outside. But other than that, I like the upper. There's nothing really to complain about. You do feel that kind of squishy padded feel in the forefoot. It's a very padded feel, so if you are interested in that kind of soft plush feel, this is a boot to consider. It really is. It's really quite padded. And again, it does a really good job of it for Adidas of differentiating what each silo feels like in their range. The heel is very padded, and it creates a significant opening. It's very hard to describe. It's almost like the boot doesn't feel as tight around the ankle part where your foot slides into the boot as I'd like it to. It's a very good fitting boot. Go true to size if you're interested in a pair for yourself. The length is good, the width is good, much better than the 20 plus in my opinion. The only real thing I wish they changed with this boot is, again, that seam. I wish the seam of the laces was on the outside, but other than that, this is a very good boot from Adidas, and if you have a wide foot and you like that padded, plushy, soft feel, this is definitely the boot to go for. If you are interested in a pair for yourselves, check out that link down below. We'll send it back to the desk and we'll wrap the video up. So guys, there we go. Adidas Copa 20.1. Good looking boot in overall. Not my favorite colorway, but it's a good looking boot. It feels really good on feet. I like the way the boot fits. The shape of it is good. Love the sole plate. A lot of padding on it, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, you like a padded, plush feeling boot, this is definitely the one to check out. The only thing that makes it a little subpar for me is that seam. Maybe that's not the right way to describe it. It's a good boot overall. I just wish that seam there was on the outside over here. It would have made the boot better in my opinion. It would have just cleaned up the inside of the boot where you're making the most touches on the ball, your passes, some of your shots, the way you knuckle the ball, things like that. I just want a cleaner surface area there. But other than that, it's a great boot. Fits well, nice padded feel, comfortable, which is important, and not overly bulky with a great sole plate. So if you are interested, check out that link down below. Please let me know what you guys think. What do you think of the colorway? What do you think of that seam there? Let me know down in the comment section. Smash that like button, do whatever it is you gotta do. And last but not least, please hit the subscribe button. We wanna grow this channel. We gotta get this thing bigger, and it's up to you guys to help me do that. So please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Mike McIntyre, all things sports. I'm signing off for now. I'll catch you in my next video. Till then, take care. Peace.